just to be part of this whole ceremony. And right now, we're going to have one of our fellow Vietnam veterans say some words. And I'd like to do first is, can everybody out there hear me? Can everybody out there say, hoorah? Hoorah! One more time, louder. Hoorah! Hoorah! Now we're awake. Paulo Pereira is a linguist, an educator, a world traveler, Vietnam War bride, Vietnam War veteran, I was trying to say, and just an outstanding gentleman. Paulo, would you please come up here and say some words? Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And a blessed Memorial Day to all. As Tim Driscoll introduced me, he forgot to say two things about me. I am grateful and honored. Today we're here to speak about the fallen. But greater words have been spoken today, and I ask myself, why should my voice be heard? What else is there to be said? The congressman and the mayor have said it all in so much better words. There is something else that Tom Driscoll forgot to say. I am an adopted American citizen and proud. But today I raise my voice to talk about love and gratitude. Love. Because there is no greater love than the one who gives one's life for one's friends. And here we stand on the whole hallowed ground of those who have done exactly that. They have shown the greatest measure of love, but also gratitude. We hear from the Declaration of Independence that there are three inalienable rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And I think of war in those terms. What is the right that is being thwarted at this moment? What is the right that's being fought for? And I have a way of thinking about that. Maybe you agree, maybe you don't. But I think of World War I as the war to defend the right of life. What life did the people have before the liberation of World War I? If you're not a king or a queen or a noble person, what life do you have? You were called at any moment for the many, many wars and alliances and confusion that was the world prior to the end of World War I. So it was about life. So I'm grateful for those who fought so that I can enjoy life today. And then came World War II, and I think to myself, what is the right here? I think World War II was for freedom, for liberty. Yes, people had life at that time, but they did not have the life to be themselves, to be who they are. They have to toe the line, they have to have a certain uniform, they have to speak certain words. Fascism or Nazism or the militarism of Japan. So the victory of World War II was for liberty. And I think to myself, in the wars after that, Vietnam, Korea, Cold War, the war on terror. As I see it, it's the war for the pursuit of happiness. They hate us because we're happy. You don't have the right to be happy, they say. You shouldn't be happy. You shouldn't live life the way you want to live. So all of those who have given their lives, they are fighting for me, they are fighting for us. And it is rightly so, because if we don't fight it there, we may have to fight it here. So today, one of the symbols of Memorial Day is the poppy. So if you see a veteran giving away poppies, stop by, chat, get a poppy, leave a donation, even though it's not really a sale. And then wear that poppy and remember. Because Colonel John McCrae wrote a poem about poppies. And it was for a friend of his who had just been killed in World War II, World War I, about 100 years ago. He was asked to say a few words, and then he said, okay, I'm going to write a poem. And this poem has become one of the most famous war poems of the English language. So if you see a poppy, wear it, and think of the day when the wind was so brisk, the poppies were blowing among the crosses, because in Flanders fields the poppies blow, between the crosses, row on row, that mark our place. And in the sky the larks, still bravely singing, fly, scarce heard, amid the guns below. We are the dead. Short days ago, we lived, felt dawn, saw sunset glow, loved and were loved. Now we lie in Flanders fields. Take up our quarrel with the foe. To you, from failing hands, we throw the torch. Be yours to hold it high. If you break faith with us who die, we shall not sleep, though poppies grow in Flanders fields. Thank you, and a blessed Memorial Day.